Hi, everybody. I'm Jan Wall. This is Jan Wall's Show Business. You know how times have been surreal lately? Well, how about the master of surrealism giving us a few pointers? This is Salvador Dali. He is truly one of my heroes, one of my favorites. What a weird guy. All you have to do is go into YouTube. What's my line? Salvador Dali as mystery guest. Hysterical. He thought he was a genius, and oh yeah, he was. So here's Salvador Dali. Now, Spellbound is the name of the movie where you can actually see Salvador Dali's dream sequence in Hitchcock's Spellbound. So check it out. It's really weird and really good. And in case you want to wear a little surrealism and a little Dali, I got this in Figueres, Spain, which is where Dali died. And it's a pin designed by the great Salvador Dali. So also don't forget Midnight in Paris, the Woody Allen film, my favorite Woody Allen film lately, has a wonderful sequence about Salvador Dali. Absolutely fabulous. And it's something everybody should see. Anyway, that's a little bit of Salvador Dali. Don't forget that movie Spellbound, the Hitchcock film. Now, let's go to modern day. Well, it's the 60s, okay? We're going to go to the 60s. And this is so much fun. I can't even stand it. This is called Pirate Radio, okay? It's got music of The Who, The Kinks, Jimi Hendrix. It's fantastic, the Rolling Stones. It's a true story about a rock and roll ship, a boat in the 1960s who was off a coast and decided to just be guerrilla radio. And it's so wonderful. It's insanely good. Pirate Radio. It's got a great cast. It's funny. It's just great. You can get it all kinds of places on the internet. You must see this. It's called Pirate Radio. Philip Seymour Hoffman, Bill Nye. I mean, all these great, great players. You will love it. And the music will have you up and rocking. Okay. Want to really rock out with a great screenwriter in Hollywood? One of my favorite things ever. One of my favorite films, probably top 5 favorites ever, is Network, written by Paddy Chayefsky. So amazing that he knew ahead of time about reality TV, about entertainment taking over the news division at a network. Brilliant. And his writing, the movie Hospital, the Americanization of Emily, which James Garner told me was his favorite film he ever made. This is amazing. How he became the screenwriter, how he got blacklisted, all kinds of interesting things. It's called Mad as Hell as a network, right? I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take it anymore. The story of Paddy Chayefsky. Please get it by Sean Considine. Very easy to get this stuff on Amazon. Now, did you know? This is why you watch me, because the longest title in the history of movie musicals is How Could You Believe Me When I Said I Loved You When You Know I've Been a Liar All My Life? Okay, and Fred Astaire sings it to Jane Powell in Royal Wedding. Yes, this is famous as the musical that has him dancing around the ceiling, but it also has that number. How could you believe me when I said I love you when you know I've been a liar all my life? It's such a funny, great number. And Astaire is hysterical as a real kind of bottom-dwelling New Yorker, not at all the tuxedo Fred that we know and love. You'll love this, Royal Wedding. Now, I've had a chance to work with everybody. I've been very lucky in my career. And a lot of these people were still alive when I got to, work with them. And I got to stage manage on a Bob Hope special. Okay, and I thought, wait a minute. We have different politics, different ways of life. This is not going to work out. Bob Hope was so cool to work with. It was at the St. Francis Hotel in San Francisco. He knew everything. He was so great. He had childlike enthusiasm. He could tap dance still later in his life. Anyway, this is the Bob Hope special from the American Masters. Remember last week we talked about Mae West, Dirty Blonde, also from American Masters? This is the American Masters series from PBS, and this is on Bob Hope and his life. It's really terrific, really fun, and funnier than you'd think. Let's go back to 1939. This is it. I just got this. The golden age of Hollywood was 1939. And this is 5 of the greatest films of that year. There were so many, but this is my favorite era, one of my favorite Errol Flints. It's hard to say my favorite Errol Flint because he was such a hot guy. There's Gentleman Jim, there's Robin Hood, but Dodge City, great Western, 1939. Dark Victory, Betty Davis dies really slowly. Dark Victory, Gone with the Wind is in here. The Hunchback of Notre Dame with Charles Laughton, the great Charles Laughton. And finally, watch Garbo laugh and Ninochka. This is a great five movies, all from 1939, the complete films, and it is a great set. Okay, let's go to Greece. We can't go there now, but you can go there through this movie, Shirley Valentine. She goes to Greece, she finds love and lust, not in that order, and she has a great time. Shirley Valentine. You will never forget this film, and you will want to go. Well, you go there through the movie, okay? Movies can take us places. They can move us places. We can escape, and we need to do that now. So see Shirley Valentine's. The island is Mykonos, and you will love it. Hey, ready for a really juicy book? Okay. New book. The Contender, the story of Marlon Brando. What a weird life. What a strange guy. You know, we started out talking about Salvador Dali. This guy's just as strange. Maybe he can't paint like Dali, but he sure act rings around him. This is about Brando, the beginning to the end. What a weird, strange dude. And he really changed acting. He made it natural. He made people dig inside and have to come out in a whole new way. Very interesting on every level. Very imaginative when it comes to what was going on in Brando's mind and how weird he ended up. So this is it, The Contender, brand new book by William Mann, one of my favorite writers about Hollywood, and it's called The Contender. And finally, okay, coffee table time. If you love interior design, if you love anything to do with how things looked in the classic Hollywood movies, new book, MGM Style. Cedric Gibbons, the guy who invented the Oscar statue. Cedric Gibbons won 13 Oscars, by the way, and the art of the golden age of Hollywood. Okay, so this is about Hollywood art. This is about the interior design of Hollywood, so it's really beautiful. But it really gives you a sense of why things looked the way they did. The beginning of Art Deco in Hollywood in the 30s, the way things look sleek and styled. It's really wonderful. And if you love fashion, that's in here too. So that's just a few ideas. It's a coffee table book. In fact, it's hard to hold it. So, lots going on here. We always have new ones for you. This is Jan Wall's Showbiz.